All right, what is up, my beautiful people? Today we got Khamzat Chimaev, UFC 319. He's gonna be fighting against Dricus Duplessis here for the belt. I believe at 185. Some medicine balls. I think that's Arman Sarukian in the background, or at least kind of looks like him. Kind of just having fun. It looks like there. I've been seeing Khamzat do a lot of boxing training though. I don't know if he plans to stand up a lot during the fight. Crazy ab strength here, using some roller wheels. Never seen that before. Ooh, things looks like they just got heated. Ooh, oh no. I would not want to go against that guy in the room. I'm not gonna lie. Sparring, I don't think you should be going that hard, but maybe that guy asked for it. Some clean and presses, great for power movements there. Anybody doing some combat sports, I do recommend some clean and press there. See, I think this guy knows how to train right here. I think if you're not yelling and screaming like this guy right here, bro, you're doing something wrong. That's what the gym is made for. See, that's what the gym's made for. Hooting and hollering. But I don't think Khamzat has the best cardio from what I remember. But maybe he's worked on it. Actually, that's a good point right there. Really good way to work on cardio is if you do something like the assault bike or the rower, you do your hit cardio beforehand, do like 30 seconds or 15 seconds on, 45 seconds off. So somewhere around like a 1 to 3, even maybe up to like a 1 to 5, 1 to 6 ratio. Do that before you do your technique work. So do that hit on the assault bike and then go right into the bag work or rolling or technique work, whatever you're doing, or do your rower and then go straight into takedowns, something like that. You're going to get crazy cardio, and then your technique is going to be crisp even when you're tired. That was a pretty heavy weight to pull up, tell you that much. Hamza looks so huge in this. He's like double that guy. Jeez. Oh, they love their medicine balls. Yeah, that definitely looks like Arman Sarukian. I don't know who the rest of these guys are though. Now, the medicine balls are actually a great way to work on power production, but my my recommendation here, it looks like they're going for more so endurance, and I've seen a lot of wrestlers do that. But if you're looking for just strength power, or you're looking to improve your strength in the medicine ball, it should be 1 to 5 rep range there, maybe 1 to 6. But that ball should be heavy enough that you have to output, or you have to recruit a maximum amount of muscle fibers to lift it. Like when you're lifting that, you should be thinking as fast as I can, as fast as I can. 1 rep to 5 reps. I guess that's working on like coming up from the takedown there, that resistance band. That's a kind of interesting drill. It looks like he was working on getting like that lift when you go for a single leg there. He's doing it against resistance though, which is actually a really smart idea. His coach is doing something smart. Looks like he got more power cleans with the barbell too. Does a lot of compounds. And I know Hamzat's a strong guy, so my only critique would be I want to see him do some heavier weights, lighter repetitions there. Some rotations, always good. That punching power is coming straight from the rotation. Something like this always nice. Again, could use a little bit of a lower repetition count so that he's able to really recruit all the muscle fibers for strength there, but some endurance is still good. Working out in the woods here. Like I said, they kind of give me prison style workout vibes sometimes. That's okay. think he had 2 different weight kettlebells in each hand there as well. Those hammers aren't light. Those things are pretty heavy to swing. Okay, personally, right there on the pull-up there, I would say Khamzat didn't really do any pull-ups. What I would like to see is a lot less force coming from that kip. He could slow it down on the way up, just arch his back, kind of look up towards the ceiling, pull on the way down, stretch, let the head come forward, almost feels like a lat, pull over, arch the back, come back up. Much better than that kipping momentum there. But if you're going for muscular endurance, that's okay, but I'd much rather see that strict form, build some muscle, build some extra strength. All good coming from that. I assume there's a sled or a weight on the other end of this rope. Oh, a tire. That's some hardcore stuff. Towel pull-ups, okay. Chin-ups, I guess. These look better. See, now that's crazy. 50. I think that's 50 kilo. Those definitely look like 50 kilo. I think is like 110 maybe. And that's actually point out there, that's actually pretty smart. When you're doing something like alternating or one-handed like that, I think it's always better to have that other side as a counter ankle anchor. Same thing if you're doing like a curl there. When he has one weight in each hand, as he's pushing with that other side, he's kind of anchored in here, so he can't really move on this side. Versus if it's empty and he's just going one, switch, one, you're gonna be pushing this side a little bit too far. Versus here, you're able to push just a little bit to get that anchor, so you're really just getting that one side, and this side is still stabilizing. Back on the assault bike, his cardio should go crazy for this fight. I think it's a 5-round bout here, so he needs it. Definitely can squat further down there. All right, 2 things there. Compound movements. Big check here. Squat definitely can go lower. I'd like to see him reduce the reps a little bit, go a lot slower on that way down, and really feel it out as far as he can go down. He could even stuff a plate under his heels if he really needs to, but I'd like to see him go at least to parallel, but he can probably get lower than that as well. You're going to get more strength gains, more muscular hypertrophy, more injury resilience. It's the best of all worlds going a little bit deeper there. And then that deadlift doesn't look bad. He has a little bit of round in the thoracic, which is okay. I actually am a fan of that. But he's also kind of just dropping that weight, letting it come back up. When you drop the deadlift bar, again, no problem with that, but you have to let those muscles fully relax so that when you go back to do that concentric, your muscles are relaxed, and it's like doing that full rep again. Versus there, the deadlift bar is kind of bouncing, and he's only really doing that top half end of the motion there. He's doing a stop and go there. Some agility drills, nothing wrong with this. Back to those weighted chin-ups. He's pretty strong. That looks like maybe like a 20, 30-pound dumbbell. Could be more. Um, Me personally, there on the push-ups, the way the band is constructed there, when he gets to the bottom, there's almost no resistance, and it's helping him get back up. I'd actually rather see the opposite. When he's down at that stretched position, it takes the most force, especially if you're trying to work on your strength and your concentric. I mean, it's helping him do the way up so he doesn't have to be as strong on the way up. You're able to bounce out some more explosive reps, I guess, would be the positive, but I'd rather see that pure strength, especially someone who's going to be wrestling, clinching a lot, holding on to people. Okay, so they're going for like a full type of oblique movement there, I guess. I normally see those done just above the head, but that looks like an extra range of motion there, which I'm always liking on the Bosu ball. See the Bosu ball sounds good in practice, but the whole thing for me is like if you're training for specificity, when are you gonna be on top of a Bosu ball when you're fighting somebody? Probably never, right? And when you're on something like the Bosu ball, it's actually limiting how much power you can put through. Your brain starts shutting off some switches and limiting how much strength you have because it doesn't want you to blast off and then the Bosu ball slips off from underneath you and now you got a broken neck. Your brain knows that that's not good, so it limits some of your strength when you're on top of that Bosu ball there. So you're not really getting maximum force production. You're just working on, I guess, a little bit of balance or stability, but you're never gonna be unbalanced like that when you're fighting. You might be wobbled or you might be a little bit rocked from somebody knocking you in the head, but you're not going to be standing on a Bosu ball. I think there's better ways to work on that unstable condition, something like dumbbells or even bands or cables sometimes. Those are going to be real unstable positions that you can put yourself into without standing on an unstable surface. The cage is always going to be flat. Now that's some crazy cardio there. Same thing on the deadlift, a little bit less stop and go is what I'd like to see. His cleans have looked really good though. Those always look like pretty decent weight. That's definitely Arman Sarukian. So I believe they trained together for this upcoming fight. I don't know if Arman is in a camp right now. I think he's still waiting. Yeah, but that's the real secret. If he's always training, then he never has to get ready. He stays ready. So some bench press. I think that's the first time well, we saw the dumbbells, but that was probably like 2 plates right there. Not terrible. Definitely could do it with better form if he's looking for hypertrophy, but not terrible for strength there. Could definitely do more weight on the rows. Competition is always good. Gets you training a little bit harder. I'm a fan. Might be planning to stand up a bit for this fight. He's been training boxing a lot. Oh, he can definitely do more than that on the bench press. This is probably like 100 reps or something like that. Crazy. It looks like he could literally clap it right here. Just I don't know how much that is though. Like 135. Definitely a strong guy. Dripping sweat. Dripping sweat. Oh, bicep curls. Definitely could do some better form on those hammer curls there, but looked like he's just going to yam some weight. He loves this assault bike. Oh, oh, that looks like the end of the video, y'all. So if you want to check out the full video there, it's under boxing and MMA. The channel there, it's by boxing and MMA. It's titled Khamzat Chimaev UFC 319 Training Camp quotations DDP fight. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and head over to YouTube there. You know the deal for me. I'll have a video same time, same place tomorrow. Check it out. Peace.